Yeah. Yeah, we were discussing about profiles. So, how many profiles will have? How many types of profiles? One is a default profile.
The
Second one is instance
instant.
profile. When you start your SAP system, the system will check into profiles directory. These profiles contain some parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. According to the parameters, your system will be configured. In this, we have two types of profiles. One is default profile, second one is instance profile. Default profile means the common information of your SAP system will be stored in default profile. What is common information here? Message server
Mr.
host name,
Server
SAP
hosting,
SID, DB
NQ
SID,
server.
NQ server host name, database host name. These are all the common information. So that is kept in default profile. And instance, second one is instance profile. So instance specific information will be stored in instance profile. So how many instances I have in this image? Two instances. So we will be having two instance profile. If you have 10 instances, you will be having 10 individual instance profiles. Every instance will have its own number and name, host name, its work process in physical memory, right? So every instance will have its own instance profile. The naming convention for instance profile is SID underscore instance name underscore host name. Here my SID is Dave underscore ASCS00 instance number, instance name, and host is India. The same way, and the naming convention of default profile is default.pf. And we used to have three types of profiles earlier. One is a default profile, second one is instance profile, third one is start profile. Third one is start profile. The starting sequence of your SAP system is stored in that start profile. Starting sequence is not just we have seen how the system is starting. It is starting NQ server, then message server, then strdbs.cmd command is executing, starting database, then displacework.exe is executing, right? The way how your SAP system starts, that is stored in your start profile. So, do you know how your Windows operating system starts? How your Windows operating system starts? Anyone? You have two things, RAM and ROM. What is the difference between RAM and ROM, guys? RAM and ROM. Random access memory, read only memory, right? In this ROM, we are having three functionalities. One is post, second one is boot bootstrap loader, third one is drivers. So what happens when you start your system? First of all, your RAM will do post operation. Post means what? Pre-owned self-test. That means your system will check whether all the hardware devices properly connected or not. That time you will get some beep sound. Did you remember when you are having desktops, you will getting beep sound? What is that beep sound? That is post test, pre-owned self test, whether all your hardware device connected, your RAM, your hard disk, your monitor, everything is connected or not. It will check. After that, for booting of your operating system, there is one thing called bootstrap loader. Somewhere else your operating system bootable file will be there, right? It will read that bootable file and it will it will load your operating system, it will boot your operating system. After that, the drivers will be loaded, your sound drivers, your Wi-Fi drivers, your network drivers, everything will be loaded. For each and every time you are not installing drivers, right? These drivers are permanently stored in your ROM. ROM. See, this ROM contains three functionalities. One is post, second one is bootstrap loader, third one is drivers. This is how your Windows operating system is starting. How your SAP system is starting? Will you define this? How Windows operating system has to start? As a user, as an admin, we won't define this. Who will define this starting sequence? The owner of Windows operating system. Who? Microsoft. Microsoft designed the starting sequence of your Windows operating system. The same way, when it comes to SAP also designed some starting sequence, right? How it is starting? First it is starting message server enqueue, then strdbs.cmd, then displacework.exe. All these sequence we have seen yesterday. So do you have anything to do with the starting sequence in SAP? No, SAP is defined that starting sequence. According to that sequence, the system is starting. So you are having three types of profiles. One is default profile. You know this. The common information will be there, like message server host, database host, enqueue server host, and SAP SID, and the instance profile. The instance specific information. If you have 5 instances, 5 instance profiles will be there. That particular instance's information, the instance number, instance name, number of dialogues, number of backgrounds, number of updates. If you observe this default profile and instance profile, we are having some parameters. What is this? rdisp slash ms host is what? This is a parameter, and India is a value. These are all parameters, and these are red colors are values. Here also these are parameters and these are values. But if you observe the start profile, is there any parameter? No, there are some commands. Start SAP message server. Directory of executables means your kernel directory. All your .exes, .dlls will be stored there. Go to that location and start message server. Then enqueue server. Then displacework.exe. Then start start database command. Here just a sequence is there. Is there anything to change here? Can you change anything here? No. It is defined by SAP. But why you kept here? Here I can do some changes according to my requirement. Here I can do some changes according to my requirement. Means you have to change this parameter values. Here I am having parameters, I can change. Here also I have parameters, I can change. But here no parameter is there. Just a starting sequence is written. And SAP is saying don't touch that. If you do something, your system will not start, right? If you edit something, you are accidentally deleted something, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, if you do something, your system will not start. Then why you kept that file there, boss? I can change this, I can change this, and in between this I am having start profile. How it is like? You are keeping chairs for the visitors and saying don't sit on that chairs. One day or another day somebody will definitely sit on that chair, right or wrong? The same thing is happening here. Someone if accidentally changed something in this start profile, your system is not starting. All the users are complaining SAP, why you kept there? You are creating some havoc in our organizations by keeping that start profile. Yes or no? We are not. SAP is putting that start profile there and saying you don't do anything. I have written that executable, the information, the starting sequence of SAP system. Why you kept there? So what SAP has done, they obsolete the start profile. In earlier versions, you used to have start profile there, but now they added few things into default profile, few things into your instance profile. In default profile, you will be having message server and enqueue server. So this starting they kept into default profile. The other things, dispatcher based work processes, the start DBS, they kept into instance profile. So as of now, you have only two profiles. What are they? Default profile and instance profile. Now there is no
Well,
start profile. Remember, why unnecessarily you are keeping there? If somebody accidentally deleting or editing that, your system is not starting, your server is not starting. You are creating havoc unnecessarily. That is the reason they obsolete that start profile. Okay, fine. In this default profile, if you want to change entire system, if entire system wants to be reflected, you are changing the changes in default profile. If individual instance you want to change, for example, I want to do modifications in only PAs, then start that instance profile and do changes in that instance profile. Okay, fine. These profiles contains what? Parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. Okay, now I want to change this dialog work process to 6 dialog work process. So what I need to change? I need to change this parameter value. What is the parameter value? rdisp slash wp underscore number underscore dia. That is the parameter value for your dialog in work process. I need to change that. How I need to change that? Remember, In these parameters also we have two types of parameters. One is static parameter, second one is dynamic parameter. Static parameter means the value will be storing at operating system level. If you change that value at SAP level, the value will store at operating system level. To take effect, you need to bounce back your application server. When the system is reading these profiles at the time of starting, right? If you change something, it is changing in your OS level, means in your profile directory, it is changing at OS level. So, it won't affect immediately. The next time when you are starting the system, then only it will read profiles. According to that, it will configure the system. So static parameter means the value will be storing at operating system level. To take effect, you have to bounce back. Dynamic parameter means the value will be stored at a RAM memory. RAM memory means if you change that, immediately it will affect. If you restart the system, what happens? Your RAM memory is what? Volatile memory, not a permanent memory. If you save in the hard disk, it will be there. But if you save something in the RAM, it will be vanished, right? It is a volatile memory. Okay, I'll show you that. What exactly I mean to say. So I want to change one parameter, boss. In this instance profile, I want to change. Where is it? Yeah. Now, in which instance I am having work processes? Tell me ASCS or PAS? Work
PA.
processes. PS, dialogues, background, updates, pool. Dialog work process. How many dialog work process I have in that? Just check.
5.
5.
Who told you 5? How many dialog work process I am having? 9 dialog work process. Right? In this system, I am having 9 dialog work process. I want to change that 9 to 8 dialog work process. Can I change? For that, what I need to do? I need to change that parameter value. How you change that? See, the T code for that is RZ10. T code means you know. RZ10. Why I am hitting /n means it will give me the new screen. If I hit /n, that is not comes under T code. /n means the new screen. This screen will go and the new screen will come. RZ10. Okay. Profile. Which profile I need to choose? ASCS profile or default profile or instance profile?
PAS instance profile.
Why PAS instance profile, right? See, this is my PAS instance profile. SID underscore instance name underscore host name. Okay, selected that. Extended maintenance. Change. See, /wp underscore number underscore dia. This value I need to change to 8. Okay, 8.
8.
Copy. Back. And I am saving. I am saying save. When I say save, observe here what is happening to this version. Save. Do you want to activate the profile? Yes. Profile version 3 saved and activated. Version 3 means you will be having version database separately. Version database means how many times you changed that. This version database will keep track of that. How many times? Just this is the third time. What he is saying, the effect of activating a profile is simply that the profile is stored at operating system level. Operating system level means USR, SAP, SID, sys profile. Under that instance profile will be there. In that profile it will be changing. For the profile to take effect for a particular application server, you have to restart the application server. Why I need to restart? Where it is saving? At operating system level. Now I'll check. Once again I'll check. I have changed that to 8, right? Did it change it? How many dialog work process I have? Total?
9.
No change.
9.
Why?
9.
Why it won't change? The value is storing at the operating system level. Operating system level means where? In your profiles directory. I'll go and check. USR, SAP,
SAP.
SID,
Dev.
sys,
SOS.
profile.
Profile.
See, in this is my profile. See, if I open that profile, rdisplash wp underscore number underscore dia. the old value is 9 and the new value is 8. The system won't read these
It will
hashes.
say
Before that it was 10, I made it 9, now it is 9, now made it 8. So it won't read these hashes lines, only it will read from here. So when the system will read profiles at the time of starting. If you start the system, then it will read that and it will change the dial work process to 8. If I observe in my MMC also, is there anything changed in MMC? Dial 0 to 8 means 9 dial work process are there. Nothing is changed. And remember, if you do some changes, immediately it will create a backup file. If accidentally somebody changes something, what happens? Somebody asked last day. So it will create a backup file. If you open this, you will be having that old values. If you observe this, see, 9 will be there. If somebody accidentally do something, you don't know what you have done, simple, just delete this one, new one, and rename this dot one, remove that one, finish, the system will start again. Okay, now what he is saying, please restart your application server, right? Then only it will take effect. Can I restart?
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Okay, I'm logging off. Yes, close, go to your MMC and stop your system. Again, when I start the system now, the system will read that profiles again and it will affect here. This type of parameters are called as static parameters. Their value will be storing at operating system level. To take effect, you have to bounce back your application server. Remember, important interview question. Difference between static parameter and dynamic. This profiles contains parameters. These parameters are, few parameters are static, few parameters are dynamic. Dynamic parameter value will store it RAM. Static parameter value will store it operating system. Now I stop. Again, I'll start the system. Start. Now it is starting PAS also. When this displace work started, then only we'll get work processes. Dispatcher and work process, they start together and stop together. I told you, right? When this dispatcher comes into green, then only you'll get work processes. Don't get confused. This is the first time you are seeing SAP screen, so you will be habituated. No worries. See, no work processes. When the dispatcher started, now they are starting. Start. Yes, they are starting. They are in running condition. Everything has to come into wait condition. Then only now it is in wait condition. Right? All the dialogues. How many dialogues I got? Anyone observed? 0
Present
to
8.
0 to 7. 8 dialogue work processes. So it is changed, right? Now I log in into the system. At
After
application level
logout and
also check.
login,
Check at application level also. How you check at application level? What is the T code for work process overview?
SM,
SM?
SM50.
SM50. Very good.
T.
SAP star password. /n SM50. SM50 is a T code. How many dialogues I am having? 8 dialogues. So this is the home screen of SAP. This is the home screen of SAP. In first screen you can hit directly. No need to give /n, nothing. Now /n means the old screen will go and the new screen will come. If I hit slash O and some SM51, another T code, what happens? See, I'll get two screens, the old screen, SM50 screen, as well as the new screen. If you want to log out immediately, slash NEX, gone, slash N, slash O, slash NEX. Slash N means this screen will go and new screen will come.
New.
So directly I can hit in first in the home screen, I can hit directly SM50. Now I want to go for new screen. Then I need to hit slash N and the T code. I want
N.
this screen as well as other screen. Then slash O and the T code. I hope you got the point. SM.
Yes, sir.
So to change parameters, the T code is RZ10. Choose profile. Which instance? For example, if you are having 10 instances, 10 instance profiles will be there. In which instance you want to make changes? Select that instance profile. Say extended maintenance. Change. That's it. All profiles will be visible here. If this profile is not here, for example, you are to change this background work process, rdisp slash wp underscore number underscore btc, you want to change this to 5, but this is not visible here. What will you do? Simple. Go to RZ10, select your profile, extended maintenance. The basic maintenance administrative data means you will be having less authorizations. If you go with extended maintenance, you can create a profile, you can delete a profile, you can modify everything you will get. That is the reason I'm going with extended maintenance and say change. For example, this parameter is not here. How to find that parameter? You will be having nearly 2000 plus parameters. Only it is showing some 20 parameters. If you want to change some parameter which is not present here, then what you do? If it is present here, directly you can change. But if it is not there, then say create parameter. Create. This is your search button. If you know the parameter, write the parameter. Otherwise, just search the parameter. Search. Here arrow button is here. See this arrow button. And you know some parameter. rdisp slash wp star. It will give all the parameters related to 16 entries are there. rdisp slash wp underscore number underscore btc. You got the parameter. The value is 6. Just change it to 5. Now, is there any save button? No. So say copy back. See, it is saved already. Again, copy back. Now I have save button here. When I say save, observe the version database. Save. Do you want to activate the profile? Yes. Profile saved and activated. Okay. Same message. The effect of activating a profile is simply that the profile is stored at operating system level. For the profile to take effect for a particular application server, you have to restart the application server. Remember, particular application server, not all application servers. Whatever the changes you have made in which application, that application server only you have to bounce back to take effect. Why? The value is storing at operating system level. Okay. Means if it is asking that message, that means what is that parameter? Static parameter or dynamic parameter? If the value is storing at operating system level means that is the static parameter. Remember that.
Static parameter.
Now the version is changed to 4. Means 4 times I have changed. Check. SM50. 6 dialogues, right? 6 backgrounds. I made it to 5. How many I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. No changes happened. Why? The system, the value is storing at operating system level. When it will read that operating system file at the time of starting. So if you bounce back the application server, it will
Log out and restart.
yes log off and registered. You need to bounce back the application server. Okay, I'll do another change. You guide me, then we'll restart one time. Okay, I'm logging into the system. Just guide me. You need to change that dialog to 9 again. What you do? 000 SAP star.
Password.
Basis one. Okay. Now which T code I need to hit?
RZ10
RZ10
RZ10.
Slash and RZ10.
Okay. Which profile I need to choose? The instance profile.
Dev,
Okay.
the instant
Okay.
profile.
Extended maintenance.
Extended
Change.
maintenance change.
Okay. Dialog purpose I need to change. So from here everyone can change, right? But I don't go with here. I'll go with this create parameter. If you know the parameter, right? Can anyone tell me the parameter?
rdisp slash
rdisp slash
number
WP.
dia.
WP underscore number underscore dia. I don't know that
Dia.
also. I know only rdisp. I remember only rdisp. See how many parameters are there? 1994 entries are there. I know only rdisp. Okay, I'll go with rdisp only. Rdisp. Sorry. Rdisp
R
star. Okay, and search. How many parameters on rdisp? See, 269 entries are there. It will be in alphabetical order. Go to rdisp slash WP means you have to go this MNOPQRS WP underscore number underscore dia. What is the value? 8. I'm making at least minimum value is 2. I told you, right? See, the old value is 10. You made it 9. Now it is 8. Now I'm again going to 9. 9. Then copy back.
Back
See, already changed.
again, copy
Copy
Copy.
back.
back
Save.
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 Version database is 5. Changed, right? See. So is it a static parameter or dynamic parameter?
Static
Static.
parameter.
Static parameter.
static
Okay. Now I log off the system. What happens? So my dialog should be 9 and background should be
and
4.
5. 6 are there. We made it as a 4, right? 5. Not 4, I think. Am I sure? Dialog should be 9. Background should be 5.
Right.
First we'll check whether it is stored at operating system level or not. Tell me profile directory, USR, SAP, SID,
SID
sys, profile. See, I got second time I changed it, third time I changed it. So every time it is creating a backup file. This is the new one. Open that. Check. The dialog work process number should be 9. See, the
9.
old value is 8,
Background is
the new
5.
value is 9. And background work process old value is 6, new
Background
value
is
is 5.
Fine.
Right.
Right.
Fine. When the system will read these profiles? Who changed?
When we bounce back,
Who changed? When changed? Everything is written there. How to find out? You told me. You asked me, right? Who changed this? This SAP star user. Catch him if something goes wrong. Okay. Now, again, I'll start the system.
When we check, it will show the username.
Hmm. See, they started? No, not yet started. Slowly they are starting. Yes, one started. Started new. From new, they'll go to running state, then come to wait state. Waiting means they're ready to serve you. Yeah, everything is in wait. See how many dialogues? Again, 9 dialogues. 0 to 8 means 9, and backgrounds are 5. We made it
5.
from 6 to 5. Clear? Any doubt here
No doubt.
about static
Yes,
parameter?
sir.
Static parameters are two types: static parameter and dynamic parameter.
Dynamic parameter.
Static parameter means the value will be storing at operating system level. To take effect, you need to bounce back the application server. Remember this. Now we'll see dynamic parameter. What is dynamic parameter? Uh, to check dynamic parameter, the T code is RZ11. RZ11. Okay. Some gateway related parameter. I know some gateway related parameters are dynamic parameters. Okay, if you know the parameter, write it. Otherwise, go and search. It is RZ11. Same screen will come. Searching. Okay. GW star gateway related parameter. Gateway. There will be some CPIC timeout. Yeah. Gateway CPIC timeout. Okay. Display. The value is current value is 20. Change value 20 is there. I am making it as 19.
No
Same.
value.
The change is made. So it is not asking you to warning change not permanent will be lost as server restart. Why? The value is storing in the RAM. RAM is what? Volatile memory. If you shut down the system, all your RAM memory will be, your shared memory will be cleaned. It is stored in the RAM. Presently, the system is reading from RAM only. If you shut down, the old value will come. This is what your dynamic parameter. Dynamic parameter value will store at RAM, memory. It will immediately take effect. If you restart the system, the old value will come. Static parameter value is storing at operating system level. To take effect, we have to bounce back. Now tell me, if I give you the parameter, how to find out? We are having some 2000 parameters. Which parameter is static? Which parameter is dynamic? Simple. To know the parameter, whether it is static or dynamic. Static parameter means you need a downtime. You cannot shut down your system at any time. For that, you should have a downtime. For dynamic parameter, you can change at any time. First of all, how should I know whether the parameter is static or dynamic? Go to RZ11. Just give that parameter name. What is that parameter? Just now we have seen GW
CW star.
CPIC timeout.
Timeout.
Just to say display. Display. If you find this change value button, change value and
Button.
dynamic parameter, yes. If it is a dynamic parameter, here you will be having yes and change value button. Then it is a dynamic parameter. This parameter is a dynamic parameter. If you don't have this yes and this change value button, that is a static parameter. How can you change the static parameter? By going into RZ10. Okay, we know some static parameters. Just now we have seen. What are they? rdisp slash wp underscore number underscore dia
Number underscore
Yeah.
dia.
display. Okay, see, no change value button
Yeah.
and dynamic
Change value
parameter,
button?
no. So
No.
can I change by using RZ11? No. Simply go to RZ10 and then change. RZ10. From here you can change. Select the instance profile. Go to extended maintenance and say change. From here you can change. Otherwise, if the parameter is not here, 1990 parameters are there. Only few are dynamic parameters. Most of the parameters are static parameters only. So you don't have that parameter here. If you have that parameter here, you can change directly from here. If you don't have, just go to create parameter and do the changes. How many types of profiles we are having?
Three types of profiles.
Two types.
Three times.
Two types.
Three
Default and
Default
only
Before
profile
it was sleep, now
and
it
Default
was
and
slow.
instance
instant
profile.
instance
Instance
profile.
profile.
Don't tell
profile.
previously it was there. No, for your information, knowledge purpose, I told you. But as of now, we are having only two types of profiles.
Two.
This profiles contains parameters. That parameters are also two types: static parameter and
Static
dynamic parameter.
Dynamic
What
parameter.
is default
Dynamic
profile?
parameter.
Where the common information is
Common
Common
stored.
information.
Common information of your SAP system is storing in
SAP system.
default profile. What are the common things there for one SAP system?
SID.
What are
Host
the
server
common
host
things?
name, NQ
Server host name.
host name.
Host,
SI
message server
Server
host
host.
name, NQ
Host
server
name.
host name, SAP
DB host.
SID.
Into server host name.
For all these
SID.
application
System ID.
servers, even though you are having
DBSID.
100 application servers, this SID is common for all the application servers. For all these application servers, your database SID is common. For all these application servers, your database host is common. For all application servers, message server host is common. For all application servers, NQ
Servers
server host name is
is
common.
common.
So this common information is
Yeah.
storing in default profile. What is the naming convention of default profile?
default.pfl.
Default
Default
dot
dot
PFL.
PSL.
The other one is instance profile.
PFL.
Instance profile contains instance specific information.
Instance.
Instance
SID
name.
underscore
profile.
instance name underscore host name.
Host name.
So what is my SID here? Dave, SAP SID. Dave underscore this instance ACS00 underscore India. Dave underscore
India.
DVMBGS01 underscore India. If you are having other one, you will be having different name. So I told you the instance profile, your start profile files kept into your instance profile and other profile, right? I'll show you how to start your SAP system that is defined in these profiles. These are SAP SID sys profile. See, if I open this ASCS instance, this default profile, what is there in this default profile? The common information is there. Nothing, no starting sequence of message server, gateway, nothing. Message server and NQ server starting sequence they defined in ASCS. ASCS contains message server information, NQ server information. So they kept the starting sequence of that message server and NQ here. See, start message server. Go to executables directory. Executables directory means your kernel directory. There you will be having message msg underscore server.exe executable file. Go and execute that file. Then start NQ server. Go to your kernel directory, executables directory, and execute en server.exe executable. So it is the start profile things. These are now they are into your ASCS instance, and for PAS, your database and in PAS you will be having work pass and dispatcher, right? See, it is saying start the database. When it is saying start database, it is going into your directory and it is executing strdbs.cmd. And it is asking you for start disp+work.exe also. See, start disp+work.exe. Dispatcher and work process start together and stop together. Previously, this disp+work.exe, strdbs.cmd, start message server, start NQ server, everything is in some start profile. Now they obsolete the start profile. Remember that. And how to edit your static parameter? What is static parameter? Anyone? What is static
Which is
parameter?
temp-
If we change any
OS
value,
level change.
In the values.
The value you will be
Change
storing at
the
operating system level. To take effect, you have to bounce back the application server. The
bound
dynamic parameter value means
saved it RAM.
It will be
loading
stored
at
in
RAM.
RAM.
Okay, I'll show you one thing. Okay.
And
What is dynamic parameter? I'll
effective-
tell you. Now I am opening one paint screen and I am writing something. Where it is saving? Hello all. Where it is saving now?
RAM.
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 When it will go to hard disk? If I say save as some JPG image, some XYZ file, and I say desktop. Now it is saving in which drive? Desktop means
ROM.
which
C drive.
C drive.
Hard disk.
Desktop, your
C drive.
recycle bin,
Yes.
everything is your C drive only.
Drive.
So now it is saved in hard disk. Now where it is saved?
RAM.
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 Now I shut down my system. Will it be there?
No.
That is what your
Only
dynamic
LM.
parameter. So this is static parameter. It is saved at the operating system level, and it is a dynamic parameter. It is saving in the RAM. Immediately it will take
RAM.
it. Immediately it is showing you, right? But if I
Yes,
restart
sir.
the system, it will gone. That is what your dynamic parameter. I hope you got the point.
Yes, sir.
How to find out whether a parameter is static parameter or dynamic parameter?
By seeing change value button and S, we
Where?
can say it is a
Change
dynamic.
value.
Where?
RZ11.
Yes.
RZ11. Go to RZ11 and give that parameter value. Go to RZ11, give that parameter value and say display. If you find change value button and dynamically switchable yes, then it is a dynamic parameter. Otherwise, static parameter, you can only change static parameter by using RZ10. You cannot change static parameter by using RZ11. Okay, sometimes what happens, if you hit RZ10, if you check the profiles for the first time in the system, you won't get these profiles. You won't get this list here. Why? You install your application separately in one system, you install your database in some other system. This USR directory, use profiles contains where? In USR directory, at application level. But from where this screen is coming to me? From the database. That means your application information is not present in the database for the first time. At that time, what you need to do, just go to utilities, import profiles of active servers. What it will do, it will import all your profiles from application level to database. From that point onwards, whenever you hit here, call from here, it is bringing the data from the database. As a post installation activity, we do this activity. Now already I have done that. That is the reason it is showing here. If in your system, if you don't find profiles here, what you do, just go to, you have to import the
Go to
profiles.
more
Go to utilities, import
utilities,
profiles of active servers.
Profiles.
files, active
So
servers.
this profiles is saved where? At application level, so USR directory. Now this screen is coming from where? From the database. It is bringing the data from the database. So database don't know your application's information. So first time what I need to do, I need to import the profiles into the database. From that point onwards, it will bring the data, accurate data from the database. Any doubts?